Hello, welcome back to Bugle Backwards. I'm Martin.
I'm Toby.
And I'm Paddy.
And welcome to Game 5 of Battle of Bugle. Today we have Toby with his Tau teamed up against Paddy and his Nids.
Yeah.
Rematch from earlier in the year, basically. So, if you're new to the channel and new to this format, we're basically running a 16-player knockout format tournament of Tempest of War with all 14 members of Bugle Backwards and 2 TEAM MFM. So, if you haven't seen the previous games, go check them out. On the intro, you'll see a little tournament format of where everyone is and where everyone's going to end up. And they're all battling it out for Season 2 trophy. And more, they all want it, even if they say they don't.
I want it. It's mine this year.
So, obviously, you're playing Tempest of War. You've played it once?
I played it once
with me.
Yeah, it's...
I haven't played just one.
You played in doubles?
Yeah.
Tempest, yeah. So, it's obviously very different to Grand Tournament missions. Thoughts on Tempest before we...
I played Maelstrom quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I love Maelstrom. It's a very strange setup because it's kind of a mixture of like open war and Maelstrom. The only thing that I kind of missed it was like drawing a card and go holding objective 6.
Yeah.
And then having to try and go over and get that objective, where there's not a lot in that for this. It's more like,
doing actions.
yeah,
on
it's
certain
more
objectives.
doing actions on certain objectives.
No man's land.
Yeah, and also holding like certain objectives on the board where like your opponent gets to pick it.
Yeah.
It's okay if you're playing a medium to a fast army, but if you're playing like a really slow ploddy army, it could be really hard. But then it's also kind of a mix of all the secondaries built into like a standard game. So you obviously don't pick secondaries, you draw them.
Yeah.
Essentially. So it's
Just got to wing it, basically.
yeah, gotta win it.
Right.
So
And for you?
It just makes it different, innit? I like how it's like pretty random, innit? So it makes you have to think on your feet, think on your toes, kind of thing. So yeah, should be interesting.
So let's take a look at the army list. So let's go and look at the Tyranids first.
Okay, so this is my list. So it's the same list as what I ran at the MFM RTT and it won, which was awesome. So to kick things off, I've got 3 detachments. I've got a 2 patrols and a fortifications detachment. So to kick things off, I have a High Tyrant as my HQ. He has Twin Siphon Talons, the Maw Claws, Adrenal Glands. His powers are Onslaught and Catalyst. Next, we have a squad of 6 warriors with Bone Swords, Death Spitters, and Adrenal Glands. We then move into the Elites, which is a squad of Venom Throats, a squad of 3. We also have a Fast Attack, which is a squad of 3 Raveners. They're all armed with the Ravenous, Ravener Claws and the Siphon Talons, so they're not the super uber dirty Raveners. We then have a heavy support choice, which is a squad of 3 Biovores. Next, we go into the second patrol detachment, which is another High Tyrant. He has the Bone Sword and Lash Whip, Wings, and Adrenal Glands. His relic that he's taken is the silly blade thing. Can't remember what it's called. He has Warlord trait. He's not my actual Warlord. I've just paid a point to give him a Warlord trait, which is Alien Cunning. So that allows me to strike first in combat and also reroll failed hit rolls. Next, we move into the other HQ, which is my Warlord, which is Neurothrope. Basic Neurothrope with Resonance Barb, and his Warlord trait is the one where he gets to pass his Synaptic Link ability over to an additional unit. So his powers, the powers of the High Tyrant is Paroxysm and the Horror. The powers on the Neurothrope is Onslaught and Catalyst, and with the Resonance Barb, he has the Neuroparasite. We then have the second troop, which is the Warriors. They have Adrenal Glands and Twin Siphon Talons. The elites, we have a squad of 3 Tyrant Guard, a Maleceptor. The Maleceptor has Neuroparasite and Psychic Scream. We then move into, I think that's all my, oh no, we have Death Leaper as a second elite choice in that detachment. We also have a Tyrannocyte. I could put pretty much most of my things into that. Then we move into the flyers. We have 1 flyer in each detachment, both Harpies, both with heavy venom cannons. We then have on the Tyrannocyte, we have the Synaptic Link. So in other words, I can drop him anywhere on the board, and then he gives additional synapsis to stuff, as well as being able to link up on the Synaptic Link. Finally, we move into my Spore Assist. So the whole idea of the list is to chuck out as many spore mines as humanly possible. I can spawn a minimum of 13 and a maximum, I think it's 21. In all of my games during the MFM tournament, I must have spawned about 300 to 400 points worth of spore mines, which is awesome. So yeah, they're all painted up as traffic cones because I like direct traffic. It's awesome. So that's essentially the list. Oh, Death Leaper has his Warlord trait, which he counts as 5 models, obsec, and can do actions and advance and all the rest of the jazz. So that's my list. I played against Tau in the ITT. It was a very tough game, but I did prevail, and hopefully I'll prevail today against Toby's. So Toby's adapted his list since we last played. I believe he's taken some battle suits. Battle suits horrid, so they need to die first. This is all post FAQ as well, but pre-chapter approved. So I'm expecting points to go up on the Maleceptor, the Harpies, Warriors, and Raveners. I'm expecting points to go up there. Other than that, I don't really expect points to go up anywhere else. There is one thing that they kind of missed on the FAQ. So when I spawn spore mines off the Harpy, I can still move those spore mines once they've spawned, because they're spawned once the Harpy moves. So what would happen is the Harpy would move, it would drop spore mines, and because it's still in the movement phase, those spore mines can then still move, because it doesn't actually say that it can't. With the Spore Assist though, it's done at the end of the movement phase, so they can't move, and with the Bibles, it's done during the shooting phase, so they can't move either. The whole idea with spore mines, just so because nobody seems to know what they do. So spore mines, they can't hold objectives, they can't do actions, they can't charge, they don't count towards victory conditions, and your opponent can move through them as if they weren't there. They can deep strike within 9 of them, but they can't end their move within 1 inch. If they move within or end their move within 3 inches of them, they explode. On a 1, they do nothing. 2 to 4 does 1 mortal wound. 5 and a 6, they do D3. So they do quite a lot of mortal wounds because they're quite a big deterrent. If I decide to chuck them on an objective, which I like doing, it means then that they're not going to capture that objective because they're too scared of spore mines. So, which allows all my other things in my army to pick up stuff that are kind of already wounded from spore mines. They can still move. Once I move within 3 of them, they explode. I can't just go, yeah, okay, I'll just make that unit of spore mines explode. So that's essentially it. Oh, the Spore Assist can also spawn these guys, mutant spores. So they, same kind of rules as spore mines, apart from on a 1 they do nothing, 2 to 4 they do D6 mortal wounds, and a roll of 5 and 6 they do D3 plus 3 mortal wounds. So they can potentially do a lot more. I only really spawn them when I run out of spore mines, which I have done plenty of games. So that's my list. So yeah, that's it.
So that's part of the Ennis Tyranids.
Yes.
What?
So
your
yeah, I forgot to mention my High Fleet. I have gone for High Fleet Kraken because the meta that's out there now, armor contempt, is a big deal. So having that extra AP in combat is huge. It's not going to matter so much in this game, I don't think.
No.
But it's also the fact that Kraken is also really fast, because I can switch out for things like feed and hunt. Like against Toby's list, I'll probably end up going for no Overwatch, or I can go for things like plus 1 to charge, and odd and sods like that really. And they have an auto advance 8 strat, which is awesome, and a power that everybody knows, which is reroll charges. So fast.
Very juicy.
Okay.
Yes.
So that was Nid. So let's look at Toby and his towel.
Hello, I'm Toby. I'm bringing Tau Empire, running Tau Sept. So I'm playing a Supreme Command and Battalion. So starting off, because I always forget her, we'll start with Shadow Sun, who's in my Supreme Command detachment. She comes with her 2 standard drones. One's basically a advanced Guardian drone, gives her a 4-up invul, and the other one increases her auras by 3 inches. And playing Tau Sept, I also get the extra 3 inches as well, so she's getting 6 inches in essence. She's just bog standard, can't change anything about her. So going on to the battalion, I've got for my 2 HQ choices, running Long Strike, Railgun, Smart Missiles. He can give a core unit treated as though it's got markers, so obviously +4 in essence, so that's pretty good. And obviously a Railgun, really good. And I've got an Ethereal, so I've got Promising Pupil, so I've put the Humble Stave equipped to her, so basically instead of doing my invocations on a 3-up, it's a 2-up, and I get 2 spells instead of 1, and those spells are Wisdom of the Guides, so on a 2-up in the command phase I get an extra CP, and Sense of Stone, so core unit I can put 5-up Feel No Pain on, or makes them more durable obviously, and with Mortal Wounds could help a lot. Going on to my troop choices, I've got Unit of Crew, basically using them just either for a cheap backfield objective holder, or for screen out, just a cheap unit to screen out some either Mortal Wounds or just like some dodgy deployments. And then 2 squads of Fire Warriors. I would use Breachers, but I've got Fire Warriors and they're still good because they both have the same keywords. So I've got quite a lot of strats I can use with them, so they're pretty versatile. Going on to my fast attack, I've got one unit of Croup Hound. I normally use them for just like cheap engage, or just a cheap unit to like just get around or hold an objective really. I know they haven't got a objective secure, but for 26 points, no brainer. Also got a Pathfinder unit. Basically with my I've got marker drones in this army as well. They have to mark at the start of the movement phase, so it can be a bit lackluster. So with Pathfinders, at least you can marker at the beginning or end of the movement, so I can get into some good positions, hopefully get some +1s on stuff. Also they've got a few nice stratagems, like basically got Fire and Fade, and I can make their action a 2-up, which is obviously really good. And then unit of Vespids, so obviously they're really strong with their strength 5 -2 or -3 2 damage weapon. I can drop them down obviously for like a Rod if we happen to get one, or an Engage, might nick a couple points for Engage, something like that. Moving on to my elites, I'm bringing 2 big blobs of Crisis suits. What I'm basically I've made one kind of deals with heavy things, and one that's more like troop. So my heavy unit, so they both I'm sending with 2 shield and 2 marker light shield drones, or drones in general. But these are going to be equipped with cyclic ion cannon, plasma rifles, and fusion blasters. So hopefully got a lot of strength 8s kicking off. And then for my what I call heavy infantry and infantry unit that I used to deal with, I've got a double airburst fragmentation projectiles, which are really good. Obviously I don't really want to fire them out of line of sight if I have to, because of all the penalties we get now, but they are still really good. and some burst cannons, just because strength 5, pretty juicy. We a lot of things on freeze, which is pretty good. Moving on to heavy support. Well, I haven't got my heavy support, just a unit of broadsides. I would have liked to have run rail rifles because they're 20 points cheaper each, but I think also having weight of shots is also pretty good, to be fair. I've equipped them with ATS, so they're auto wounding on hits of 6, which is really good. Just hoping I can get some markers off and they become a bit more efficient in shooting, as they don't get reroll hits now because they no longer have core. And then finally, just have for transports 2 devilfish. Basically, I personally still think they're auto take because they've got quite a lot of stratagems. They're a T7 tank, which is pretty good. Really fast, especially with Moncar, so advancing and just moving. Without they're still stationary. Their burst cannons have been upgraded to accelerated burst cannons, so that's good. Just really manoeuvrable. Hopefully get some points if I draw the right cards, basically. I think that's about it.
So that was a towel, dirty fish.
Dirty fish.
Not anymore, mate, not anymore.
Fish is on the menu, boys.
So, the list they have, you got to stick with for the whole event. Worth noting, obviously, NIDS, we said about it being pre-FAQ or chapter approved.
Yeah,
or not.
pre-chapter approved, post-FAQ.
Yeah. So points may change by the end of this, but it is what it is. So, now we've got to draw the cards for the mission.
We do.
So, what we got first? So, you pick deployment. Pick a card and then show.
What we got?
We have
Ooh,
search and
headquarters.
Okay.
Nice.
That's deployment.
This
This is a mission. So you pick a card and read it
We're
out.
playing Vital Ground. In the 2nd, 3rd and 4th battle rounds, at the end of each player's command phase, the player whose turn it is scores victory points as follows. If they control the objective marker in their own deployment zone, they score 3 victory points. If they control 1 or more objectives in no man's land, they score 5. And if they control the objective marker in the opponent's deployment zone, they score 5. In the 5th battle round, the player who had the first turn scores victory points at the end of their command phase, described above, for each of the following conditions that they satisfy. The player who goes second scores victory points at the end of their turn, as described in the above following conditions to satisfy. At the end of the battle round, in every battle round, at the end of each battle round, each player scores 1 victory point for each enemy unit destroyed during that battle round to a maximum of 3, so kill points.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Okay, so
it's quite cool.
Yeah, so kill units and then push forward then, they say.
Indeed. There'll be a lot of killing units in this game. I can definitely imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you pick a special mission rule.
Let's get this
And read it out.
Let's look at that one.
So, in this mission, a player only receives the Battlefield CP bonus at the start of their command phase if they control the objective marker in their own deployment zone.
Ooh.
There you go.
Ron, I'm glad I bought Death Lever.
So, that's all the mission. So what the players are going to do now, they're going to set up the objectives as per Tempest War rules, and then they have to again put down terrain, 1 piece at a time, with player place terrain rules basically,
Indeed.
with a little bit of twist. But we'll come back in a minute after they've all set up battlefield and armies. Okay, so all set up. So first of all, let's look at the table. So Toby put down the first objective marker because he's the youngest here today. Put one back in here. Player then dropped back here, and it alternated in the middle here. Then for terrain, Toby won for defender, so he deployed terrain on this half of the table, like so. And then Paddy set up this half of the terrain, which then Toby ended up picking this corner.
Decide this properly terrained up.
Yeah. So Paddy set up quite nicely, and Toby just chucked it down wherever you want.
Part of the plan.
All part of the plan. Fucking over your buddies.
So once again, the terrain again is from Glasshammer tournament terrain set.
Yeah,
So go check it out if you want it. Nice big obscuring terrains. Couple of smaller low line sight, but not obscuring, and a couple of densities for the -1 to shoot through. And that is it for the table. So looking at the armies, let's look at the tower while we're here. So you pick pad over with deployment. Do you want to talk us through what you got here?
So just outflanking with the devilfish. I've put some cheap chaff here in case he starts getting some, which I'm pretty sure he'll start getting some mortal wounds off. Infiltrating some stealth shoots over there, hoping a homing beacon, but could backfire. And then I'm scared of like the Death Leaper now, so I've left a little bit back here in case shit hits the fan.
Okay, and then in reserve you have
Unit of Vespid and a unit of stealths. Crisis suits.
Manta striking, yeah?
Manta striking, yeah. Hopefully beaconing down.
Okay, and then over to the Nids.
Yes, so I kind of huddled into the shitty piece of terrain that I was given. So, got Venom Thropes, kind of given the -1 bubble to everything. Got my Tyrant Guard here, protecting my 2 Tyrants. Harpy. We've got the Maliceptor on the other side of this wall here, hopefully there's a bit of bait. You know, the Warriors and the Bivores. My Spore Assist over here. So just quickly on to do with the fortifications. Normally fortifications have to be set up 3 inches away from any other piece of terrain or fortifications, unless otherwise stated. And it states for the Spore Assist they can be set up anywhere on the table as long as they are more than 12 inches away from enemy models and 12 inches away from any opponent zone. So that is everything that I've got deployed on the board. In reserves we've got Death Leaper. We've got Squad of Raveners, and then we put the Harpy inside of the Tyranid, because I don't particularly fancy getting both my Harpies smashed off the board turn 1. So at least then I can also kind of choose where he goes, because I can do 1 turn 1. Awesome. So that's me.
Okay,
So I start with 60p, just to let you know.
I
All
start
the things
with
I spend.
11.
So yeah.
okay, so you roll for first turn. Who wants it?
I could put some buffs on, but
He's got a smirk on his face.
I've always got a smile on my face.
6 and a 1.
I get first.
So Tyranid's turn 1. Before we do anything, let's draw your cards.
So the first card, we've got Hold the Line.
Cannot score in your first round.
That's correct. So it gets shuffled back in, doesn't
Yes.
it? So I'll put it there for a minute, because I'll shuffle that back in so we don't draw it again. We've got Deploy Teleport Homers. This secondary can only be achieved. This secondary mission is achieved when a unit from your army completes the Teleport Homer action. Teleport Homer action. 1 unit from your army can start to perform this action as long as they are wholly,
So hold it in your opponent's deployment zone?
yeah, wholly within the opponent's deployment zone. If that unit is performing the action as an infantry, then or is the objective secured? It's completed at the end of the turn, if not the next command phase. That's kind of rubbish.
Yeah.
No retreat, no surrender. This this secondary mission is achieved at the end of your opponent's next turn, or at the end of the battle, which happens first, provided all of the following has been completed. No unit from my army has failed morale. That's not that. No unit from my army has fell back.
Yep.
It's first turn.
But
No unit from your army that started a normal move.
on the objective marker cannot finish a move off the objective marker.
That's right, it's 1 tyrant essentially, which I wasn't going to move anyway.
So everything on that objective marker would need to stay on that objective.
I can deal with that. Defend Stronghold. This secondary mission is achieved at the end of your opponent's next turn, or at the end of battle, which happens first, if you control the objective marker in your own deployment zone. This secondary mission cannot be achieved during the first battle round. So these
Another
two, I get shuffled back in. Assassinate. Kill a character enemy warlord. To do stuff. Cool.
Okay. So are you going to spend the command point to reshuffle? Or discard one? Draw one?
No.
Yeah? Can you keep them all?
I'm going to keep them all, only because it will kind of force Toby to have to do something in a minute.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so we'll come back in a minute, end of movement and command phase.
I do have
Oh,
some pre-moves.
You do need to use pre-game route for
Yeah,
it.
pre-game route for you.
Moves. Delphish moved back. Delphish moved back.
And they
Pathfinders shuffled up.
So just quickly as well, so I've picked for my adaptive high fleet trait to ignore Overwatch because it's tab. And for my synaptic imperative, I have picked psychic oversight. So it just means that I can perform actions and do range attacks, and I can advance, fall back and still do actions, and also do psychic powers and still do actions. So that is all I can.
Okay, so come back in there and a movement for Nits.
Cool, so my movement. I have advanced my High Tyrant over there. I've used opportunistic advance to advance my Malin Scepter over here, advance these warriors. He started doing his action, which I'll pop down 6 spore mines down in a minute. Harpy flew this way, dropped some spore mines, flew over here. End of the movement as well. He dropped in with the Harpy. Harpy after he finished his move, which was deploying, he dropped his spore mines. And that I think was it for my movement, because obviously I can't move any of that because they're all on the objective.
Anything in the command phase?
Command phase, 3d6 cast, 3d6 cast. The only ones that are really in range, I could have put +1 on there I suppose, but it doesn't really matter anyway. So that's it for my command phase abilities. Obviously I got my CP back because I was on the objective. And I don't think I've missed anything. So we could just go into psychic.
Okay.
So first things first, we'll go with the High Tyrant. He's going to cast Onslaught on himself. So it goes off, so he can advance and charge, and we'll also do Catalyst on him as well, which is also a cast. We'll then do with the Mana Scepter. So the Mana Scepter is going to do his own action, so -1 strength aura on ranged weapons. So that goes off, it goes off in a 9, so they take 3 mortal wounds. And then we're going to go in with Neuroparasite onto the Crute. So, cocked. So it goes off. So again, they take 3 mortal wounds. You've got 10 Crute in the unit?
Yeah.
3, 6, 9, 10. Mortal wounds. Wow, that was rubbish. 2 then. 2 mortal wounds on the Crute.
You wasn't expecting that, was you?
I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting at least like 4 or 5 die. Oh well. Okay, so that I think is the end of the psychic because I don't really want to do anything else. I don't do anything here. Excuse me. Yeah. So into the shooting.
Yep.
So obviously I'll plunk down some spore mines. We'll come back in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I have decided targets. Just to let you know, I've put spore mines on this objective. So we'll start off with that Harpy over there. We're going to go Stinger Salvo into the Crute, and then Heavy Venom Cannons into the broadsides. So let's go into the Crute first. So 3s. And then 3s again. That was rubbish. 1. No armor.
6s.
Oh, you got it.
Take it.
Then into broadside. So 2 miss.
T5.
T5, so strength 9. So 3 saves at -3.
So 5
So 1 dead. So 4 damage apiece.
Nice.
Okay, so here then. Stinger Salvo. And Venom Cannons. So goes Venom Cannons first. So 2 miss. Toughness 7.
T7.
You got what, 12 wounds?
40.
It's got 14. Okie dokie.
It's movement.
So I will spend a point. So that's 3 saves at -3. So it takes 8 wounds.
Nice.
And then the Stinger Salvo
into the dude here. Venus. T5.
T5 on
2 saves at -1.
So I'll take off the iridium.
Yep.
3 ups. Good. I'll take CP.
CPU.
Yeah. Good.
Okay. Then lots of shots into them as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
From the egg.
So hit on 5. 1, 2. Win on 4s. 1 save -2.
Take on the children.
Cool. So I think that's going to be the end of my shooting.
Okay.
So into charges. So we're going to go with the high tyrant into stealths.
We'll see.
Well, I'm going to re-roll that because that's double 1.
Yep.
He loves it.
Loves it. We're going to go there. This side, being annoying. Right. Cool.
So all your charges?
Yeah, I've got no other charges. Nothing you can anyway. So 5, 6, 7, all relic, 2 feet. So hit on 2s.
+1 per hit. Or -1 hit.
-1, or even in combat.
Stealth, yeah.
Okay. And then toughness.
Let me check.
Ooh. So T4, running on 3s, re-rolling. So re-roll. So that's 1 save at -3.
6 up.
Sorry, -4,
No save.
1 damage.
1 is on 1 week.
And then these are on 2 damage at -4.
So no
4.
save. So 2 damage each. They got no save.
So they're cool.
So that's it.
So that's that unit good. And stay where it is. Because it will go again to move quite a bit to get line of sight. I can put with that. Got that rest, so it's fine. So that is the end of my turn, I believe.
Okay. Do you score any cards?
Let's have a little look, actually. So, obviously, teleport Warhammer is a no. No retreat, no surrender. I scored that.
Not yet. End of Toby's round.
And Toby's, okay. Assassinate, I didn't score.
No.
So I'm going to discard assassination and teleport hammer.
Okay.
So they're discarded.
So those are nothing on the cards yet.
Not yet.
But you killed 1 unit, so you get 1 point on
Yes.
there so far.
Apart from morale.
6. So
Okay, so we'll roll some leadership. So Crute, you get 4. 4 under. Pass on a 1.
That's the one. And on Pathfinders.
So you need to roll 2 to pass morale on Pathfinders.
I spent 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's once per game thing done.
Indeed.
Okay, so and the Nids, 1 point. So going into Tau, turn 1. Let's draw your cards before anything.
So hold the line.
So you can't do that one. So just put one side from it.
Secure no man's land.
Yep. So that's control
Yep.
objective in no man's land.
Yep.
Is that one I pick?
No. That's tempting target.
Bring it down.
So bring it down your highest runes on the table, Cody.
Highest wounds on the table
Yep.
is either the Maleceptor or the Tyrannosaur.
Okay. Well, they're both the same, or
Both the same on 15 wounds.
okay. So you pick one of them to be to bring it down.
Okay, Tyrannosaur.
Okay.
That's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd rather he shoot that than shoot my Maleceptor.
Right, and then this dude. Bloody guts.
So you kill 3 units in combat.
Yeah.
So do you want to spend a command point to discard and draw another one?
This one here.
Yeah. You get a command point to start your turn anyway.
Yeah, no worries.
So there's a cost you nothing.
that will get us discard pile, right?
Yep.
So let's go. Grind them down.
So kill more in your turn than Paddy will win in his next
I
turn.
just realised I didn't drop spore mines down for my fireballs.
Yeah, so I'll keep that on.
Okay, so come
What'd
back.
you
Blind.
Ooh.
So come back, end of command and movement for the tower. Okay, tower, end of movement, command phase.
Well, so
So-
command phase, I put reroll hits with the Shadow Sun on this unit. Monkar, here's Monkar, I've put the reroll wounds. Start movement phase, I marked this dude, which I got both markers off. So then for movement phase,
What other command phase do we do?
I got 2 up. I got Wisdom of the Guides gave me a CP.
Yep. Failed the film event.
Failed Sense of Stone on these guys. Is what it is. So that's command phase. Movement phase.
In movement phase we've had a lot of mines going off.
We did have a lot of mines going
yeah,
off,
of course,
and I just killed one dude.
The amount of ones that was rolled was
No,
unbelievable.
one that I rolled was
Killed a dog.
stupid.
So you lost,
Killed a dog.
you lost a dog here.
Yeah.
How many mines actually went off?
Yeah, 4. No, 5. 5 rounds.
5 mines.
And 1 new died.
So
A lot of ones.
pretty happy about that.
A lot of ones.
And also Long Strike gave them treated as though they got markers.
Yeah.
So it's-
And you've made long strike behaviours top bracket.
I spent 1 CP for backup AI, so obviously he's hurt. And then I just moved these guys up. I used debarkation so I could deploy, drop them out and still move them again. They've just pulled out a little bit. I've got the objective because I think he's probably going to target something on there just to shoot here.
Yep.
I think that's pretty much it. I had moved and advanced the crew. I had to re-roll it because I didn't get enough to get onto the objective. Got 6. And I think that is where it goes.
Okay.
I think the only other thing I've got to do now is end of movement. I'm going to mark this harpy with these 4
Okay.
outcomes. So
Are they -1 to hit?
no, because it's an action.
It's an action.
And I am going to spend 1 so that they can get +1 to it and move
Okay.
in the shooting phase. So, which is recon speed. So I'll do that now. So now I'm completing the action on 2s. So 4 marker lights.
Okay.
Cool.
And they get to move, yeah?
In the shoot, because the action completes at the start of the movement shoot phase,
Yeah.
it moves during the shoot phase.
Okay.
I was just failed.
So
Yeah,
in
so-
shooting phase?
Yeah. So I think I have to go long strike into my card.
Into the egg?
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to spend a point to do the transhuman strap on the egg because you do need to kill it, and I want to be annoying. So revolve monstrosity.
And I'm also going to spend 1 on coordinate engagement. So as long as I target that unit with more than 2 units, I get an extra AP on the guns. So yeah, we'll do that. So hitting on, you got a minus or anything?
No minuses to hit.
So hitting on 2s with a reroll. I will use a marker light on it. Hit. And then wounded on 4s.
Win on 4s because of trans.
With reroll. Gets it.
Gets it.
So I'll just roll for damage.
Yep.
That's 11. 11 damage. What, so 3 mortal wounds and then. So I don't know if you get full pain or anything, but.
No, so what? 3 mortal wounds
And then.
plus 11, is it?
No, it's it'll be 9 plus 3.
9 plus 3.
No, 8 plus 3.
So 8 plus 3.
Yeah.
So it's down to 4.
It's a bit janky. Is it worth? There's no point +1 into room because he's obviously got transhuman. So I might as well because I will go. Shadow Sun will go into him. Oh, I know, I won't because she's sitting on 2s anyway. So I'll go these guys, just here.
Devilfish?
So 6, 8. So accelerate burst cannon. So it's 8 shots. Hit on 3s. So get +1 hit.
The other one that you advanced with, right?
It wouldn't matter because I'm stationary. So and 1's missed also. So didn't hit anyway. So strength 6,
So 5.
Reroll on ones because I'm doing one. Oh no, I'm not because you're not the closest.
Oh,
So 1 at -2 because I'm getting -1 and then plus the engagement. Safe, good.
And that marker light comes off, yeah?
Yeah, but I've still got some smart missions to put into it. So hidden freeze. We've done all 5s. 1. -2 again.
damage.
1. So then I'll go shadow into it. So 2 fusions. Hit on 2s. I will tower 1. Didn't get it. Strength 8.
4s.
Didn't get it. So then she's got rocket pods. Not hitting on the 1.
So this isn't a very good advertisement for the Bugle background size.
Strength 7. Only T8 is it? Or T's?
It's T4. T4? T7.
Right, so 4s. Nothing. So then he's got a flat launcher, but it's just strength 3, so we'll do it anyway. Oh mate. We'll just say it needs 6s.
Yeah, it does need 6s.
I ain't gonna say it needs
We'll say it needs 6s. Right, so that's that done. Let's go troops, go into it.
The Monka rule is if you're shooting the closest, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's within 18, but if you've got to be the closest. I will spend one. I will spend one to auto wound on hits of 6.
So 2 currently, yeah?
Yeah, and 4s. I will reroll 1 though. 4 tower. I'll take that. Wound on 5s.
Yep. Three more.
Yeah, so 5 in total.
Minus.
-2.
Any extra AP for your strap?
No, it's -1, and then -1 with the strat. I can't go past that one.
So dice.
Nice.
It's not within explosion range, so you get that.
I'll take it. Oh, happy.
Does it not explode to affect your stuff?
No, so the Tyranid's explosion rule now, it just affects the closest enemy unit.
Okay.
So then I'll go. These guys put everything into this dude.
Yeah.
So they're treated like they've got mark lights anyway. It's quite a few shots to do.
Obviously, bear in mind the half you won't need a closest unit because of spawn ones.
Yes, one.
Okay.
Cannons.
Yep.
Right, so burst cannons first. Going into harpy. So I've got reroll all hits and wounds with this unit. So get on 4s because they're treated as though they got markers. These were the misses, right? I think I picked 1 up. That's nice.
Five wounds. But we roll everything, yeah?
Yeah.
Good job too. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 saves.
Just -1.
Just -1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds.
Nice.
Goes down to 7.
Air burst.
26 shots.
10. 29. 32. 38. No,
42?
42? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're on this twice.
Yeah, so
first,
20. So
first volley.
First volley, 4s. Re-roll him.
Reloads.
Good eggs. Alright. And then strength 4.
Five wounds.
Yep.
Re-roll anything.
Spiked a bit there. maybe.
Minus.
So -2.
Minus two.
-1 naturally, and then -1 for engagement.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's on 1 wound.
So 1 wound.
No, hang on, I miscounted. So 7. So he does die.
Okay.
I'm not gonna put it wrong for the explosion.
So the other half of the shot's not needed.
Yep. So over. So I'll put everything into the harpy.
To the harpy.
Yeah. So 16 shots.
It's all going to be -1 strength because of the mana scepter.
No worries. Right, so freeze, no rerolls because no longer corpse. That's real bad. Right, we'll tell reroll one.
So they hitting on 4s though, aren't they?
Yeah, so hit on 4s because they're back to normal. So, yep. These are auto wounds.
Cool.
So strength 6 now. So
So strength 6, 5.
your toughness 7.
That's 8.
On
Oh, harpy, sorry,
Yeah.
yeah, toughness 7.
I was getting worried then. I was like,
Yeah, so still 5.
well, that's right. So another 3 more.
3 more.
Yep. So it's -2, 2 damage each.
Ooh. 10 damage.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Down 3. And use marker up.
Yep. So down 3.
Is that all their weapons, or you got other shots?
No,
on?
I didn't get the smartest one. So then I'll go devilfish everything into him.
Yep, using marker light.
Yeah. It has to. So.
Oh, you have to?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
No choice.
Cool.
So accelerate burst cannon.
4s.
Yep. With tower reroll. Strength 6. Oh, it's
Strength 5, so we're on 5s.
Yep. Wow. Rerolling ones on this, I don't believe.
Is that just 1?
2.
2.
-1.
1 save, 1 damage.
Nice. The smartness swords. Fives. 3 saves, -1.
2 saves, -1. 1 damage.
Yep, just 1 damage.
On 1 wound.
I'll use the carbines on them. Let's check range.
Do you know that they did the action
Yeah,
pistol shoot?
because now it's an action, so it's not actually shot. So the
He
action,
measures the base. It's flat.
but it's 24, so it should.
Oh, right, yeah.
He should be good. So I have to knock another marker off. So 4s. Tower 1. And then strength 4. So
Strength 4 down to strength 3.
strength is strength 5 down.
strength 5.
Strength.
Okay, yeah, so 5.
And then 2 saves. No AP.
2 saves, no AP.
Good then.
And I wouldn't 3. Both the harpies. As expected.
Sour a minute, because I don't have a clue what playing numbers. Right, so we're going to go with this unit here. I'm going to go 6 shots into the 3, 2 shots into the 1.
Spore mines.
Yeah, and then the rest I'm going to go into the high tyrant. Just, one. Flow, baby. Then getting well with that.
Do you reroll one's monker? Was that wounds?
That's wounds, yeah. Wounding on toughness.
Toughness 3.
So freeze. Oh, I ain't even getting that. So that's the 6 done. Right, two into the 1.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to do. I will tower it though. No. Strength. So only freeze. 3 all ones. 1 save. -1.
Was it?
Take
They
it.
don't have a save.
And then 2 shots into the high tyrant. Poor me. Yeah. Prepared to feel pain.
Five.
5s. Take a save. -1.
So 1 4 up.
Gonna fail.
Save it.
So I think that is me shot out.
That's you.
Yeah.
Okay. Any charges?
No.
Okay. So end of your turn, yeah?
Yes, it's hitting.
So what are you scoring on cards?
So,
Grind down, you killed 3 units, so you score that.
and then
No, so he just keeps a tray. So you got 3. You got to kill more in your turn to stop him.
Yeah, we're saying battle round.
No, the cards is following turn.
ah,
Yeah, so you can try and deny it.
So that's good.
So you secured no man's land.
I've got 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't count.
Yeah,
anything
okay.
else, so.
and you've done bring it down.
And I did bring it down.
So you scored 10 on the cards.
Yep.
So you 10 points. End of your turn, you scored no retreat.
So I also scored 5.
5, yes. And you killed 3 units.
Got 3 units currently for grinding.
Yeah, so you go up to 13 points, end of round 1. Harley goes up to 6 points, end of round 1
Yes.
with the card. So going into round 2, so just draw your cards first, command phase. You'll draw 3,
So I've got Blood and Guts,
kill 3 units in combat,
extend battle lines.
hold yours and the middles.
So this secondary mission is achieved at the end of my turn if I control the objective marker in my own deployment zone, and I also control 1 or more objectives in no man's land. If I only have 1 unit remaining, yada yada yada. And then we have Raise Banner.
Do an action on objective in no man's land.
Yes.
It's not bad. Not bad.
I'm not discarding any.
Okay.
Because I'm holding the one in my deployment zone, I gain a point.
Yeah. So in your command phase, you're holding your deployment objective and 1 in no man's land, which scores you 7 points on primary. So we'll come back end of Nid's movement and command phase. End of movement and command phase for
Indeed.
Nid's.
So, to kick things off, we did 3d6 cast on himself and on this high tyrant. We then did reroll 1s on the high guard. No, on the warriors even. From this high tyrant. This high tyrant didn't do anything. Then movement phase. Spawn mines here, killed the dogs. Spawn mines here, essentially killed all the drones and did some damage here. My spore assist, dropped some spawn mines over here. Warriors just kind of moved over just to kind of screen out this area. Did a little bit of a jig around over here to screen out this area and also protecting the Neuro throat. Then I used opportunistic advance on these warriors. Then what else did I do? Oh, dropped in some Ravenous because I'm eyeing up a charge on Long Strike because I could deal some damage to it. I don't think I'll kill it, but I should be able to deal some damage to it and hopefully bring it down another bracket, which will force him having to fall back and not shoot, or shoot 1 in combat. But also, if I get all 3 on the objective, that's that contested, I think. No, because he's on there. So who knows? Who knows what can happen? So into the psychic phase. So first things first, we'll go with the Neuro throat. So he's got +1 to cast and a 3d6 because he's got +3 to cast because of my psychic augmentation. So first thing he's going to do onslaught on these, and then he'll do catalyst here. So onslaught first on the warriors. So it's a cast on a lots. Then we'll do catalyst on the high tyrant. Again, it's cast on a lots. So that's those 2 gone off. Then this high tyrant with a 3d6 cast and +1 to cast with the psychic is going to synaptic law onto this squad. So I get reroll charges, and is also doing the horror on this unit to -1 to morale and shenanigans. So first thing, let's go in with the horror. So it's cast, and then let's go in with synaptic law, which is also a cast on a set. So what did I want to do then? Let's do the Maliceptor. So Maliceptor is going to Psychic Scream the tank. So it's a 6, which is still a cast, but it's not a big cast, which is what I wanted. So it does 2 mortal wounds to the tank, so down to 11. Then we are going to Neuroparasite was going to do, wasn't it? Yes, so Neuroparasite onto the black squad of Fire Warriors. So that's, again, it goes off. Tank takes 3 mortal wounds because it's closest, within 12. And we've got 10 fire warriors there.
Yeah, should be.
So 2 survive.
Nice.
Oh. The way I kind of lined it up, I was going, well, I sure hope that it's not going to fucking kill him. And I am just. So I'll kill him in combat. That's the plan. So, okay, that is going to be the end of my sidekick. Now we go into the shooting. We're going to start off doing the shooty action for these guys.
Right, was you?
Yes. And that.
Or any movement? Are you doing any actions?
Any actions?
Like banners and
No,
stuff?
because I don't. Oh, I do have a raised banner. Yeah, I'll do raised banner with this one. Warriors.
Okay.
I've got a raised banner. That's cool. And battle lines is obviously controlling objective markers. So I think, yeah, because there's not going to be any shooting. So just in the charges. So warriors first thing into fire warriors. They're in.
Nice.
Malaceptor into the Pathfinders.
Oh,
That's a fail. Barlaps.
oh dear. What do you always say, Paddy, with your charges? Always start with your most important?
Yeah, I know. Never mind. Well, that's going to be 2. Let's go into the high tyrant in a minute. Let's get him in. So he's in. So right around here. Well, actually, no, I can't move through terrain, so he goes there.
You fight over models though, can't you?
Can't
you
move
can-
through models, can't charge.
With the fly keyword you can.
No, because it doesn't work
Yeah,
on the charge based.
Yeah. Fly going up and down doesn't work in charge, but you can still go over models now. In charge. Yes,
Okay, I'll take your word on it.
you can.
Let's hope we get no hate in the chat. So,
You need. You go.
so he.
I mean, it's Nids and Towel. You're going to get sworn out anyway.
Yeah. So, down to you little bastards.
What are you
Into
charging?
long strike. So I'm gonna spend that CP. Yep. Get some new dice. Still Martin tactics. Get some new dice. You might as well use Stuart Martin's dice as well.
Do this failing, guys. I'm gonna lie.
I could do with a passing. Come on. Yeah, that's a fail. Well, great. Yeah,
Sorry,
I got
mate.
nothing to help
Sorry.
that. Oh well. Looks like they're going to stand there with the dicks in their hands and I don't know the charges.
I'm gonna ink all over.
I knew I shouldn't have got that.
It's in the past.
So the reason that's quite big is because players got blood and
I got
guts,
bloody nuts.
kill 3 units in combat. Also frees up the hammerhead to do shooting
Yeah.
and marker lights for Toby. It's actually quite big.
Need some market.
Okay, fine.
It's
Do
fine.
this. So, I don't really care about you interrupting because
I don't.
Tau.
Don't you worry.
So, do Tyrant first. So he gets 5 attacks base, 2 for the monster side and talents, 1 for the relic, 1 for killing a unit earlier, and then 2 little ones. In on 2s. Wounding on 2s.
3.
With rerolls. That's the unit dead.
Nice.
I'm assuming they don't have thunder pains.
No.
Yeah, that's the unit dead.
Yeah, I'll take them.
We have the warriors over there, so these have lots of attacks.
Only
So,
just though, there's 8 there and 8 models.
9.
If 1 survived then, could we
No, because I wouldn't be able to auto pass them, aren't we?
could roll 1? Possible. We could have gone like that and rolled a 1.
Yeah, but I can't roll as
Legit. Just that.
legit Martin rolling. I can't roll as what as you, Mark.
So, warriors into the warriors. Yeah. So I get the rear on the ones.
I mean, kind of rude not to just pick them up, not I say.
I'm going. I'll pick them up. I'm too busy putting these down.
That's
These
right. Dead.
Dead.
Dead. Minus 2 AP. Okay.
I
Consolidating into.
probably going to consolidate into the tank. So, consolidate into the tank.
I'll make
And
sure
then
that
sit
we
on the objective.
Do your attacks back.
Yeah, do attack it back.
Your attacks.
D3.
1.
5s, 6s.
Nothing.
I'm going to spend a point to do overrun on my high tyrant because at the minute he's a little bit in range and line of sight of stuff. Overrun is.
Use not clear that.
So let's just make it a little bit more difficult for you. And I just get to do another move. So it's literally just tippy touching that objective. Cool.
Okay. So, in return.
I'm doing it this time. I haven't got it back yet.
No.
So, 1, 2. Oh, we're rolling. Spawn lines from the Bibles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Bibles. You did roll for it.
No, I didn't. I said I'm doing the action, but I
Right.
didn't put spawn lines down. 4, 5,
On your way.
6, 7. What's the movement in the battle suits?
10.
Movement 10.
These dudes are 5. They have got fly, so.
Yeah, I've got fly, but and advance and shoot. I'm assuming.
I can spend, yeah, and I can spend 1 to advance 1. 6.
So was it move 10?
They move 10 plus whatever I advance, because obviously I'm still in one card. So I will
So
be
you can't go
advanced.
around that way. But that way. So I'm gonna do. Let's. Oh yeah, prick. Let's go right. Put spawn lines down in such a way that you shouldn't be able to get line of sight or get in without spawn line. Well, you shouldn't be able to get in there anyway to shoot my heart, essentially. Okay?
Yep.
So,
So, in return, no morale.
No, everything that's died is gone.
yeah.
Yep. So, what do you score on points?
So we're both from 3, so I don't know if he has to beat me or match me. 1, 2. You had 1 last time.
So, I score battle lines,
Yep.
score banner.
Yep. But
and
no
blood and
bun-
guts I don't get yet.
So, you got 2 kills on that. So, you need 1 more.
Yeah. So, I'm not going to discard it.
Okay, so you got 10 points from
Indeed.
that one. So that puts you 17 points this turn, 6 last, 23 points. You don't score grind because you both won 3 kills.
Yep.
Just denied this turn. So going into Tau next turn, you still have grind.
Oh.
Yeah, you just got denied this turn.
Right, okay.
Okay, so you need to draw 2 cards. Your turn.
So assassination.
Yes, kill character.
Yep. And extend battle lines.
So same party, hold yours and control objectives in the middle.
Right.
Do you want to spend CP to discard any of your cards, or you can keep them all?
I've got to hold them for a whole battle line.
To end of your turn, extend battle lines, yes?
Oh yeah, so
Yeah, keep them
Yeah.
blind as well,
yeah.
because they will reset now.
Yeah,
So that comes up.
I'm gonna get rid of it. It's 1, yeah?
Yeah, spend CP in it. Discard blind.
I think he's gonna
Should have done it last time.
It's alright. Raise banners.
Okay, to do an action on a middle objective.
Right, nice.
Okay, so start your turn in command phase, you're only holding 1 objective.
Yeah.
So your home 1, which will score you 3 points. So come back, end of movement and command for Tau. Movement and command phase for Tau. What have we done?
So
PS, this has been like 40 minutes. we are
Right,
going to start calling him Tau George now.
I'm almost fucking asleep here.
yeah, right, so basically I put reroll hits and reroll wounds on these guys, moved advance them down. Basically I don't want him taking my home objective, so I'm going to try and shoot him off and keep them warm, keep like Death Deeper away. Put that one there.
Thanks.
I gave him, well, obviously I don't know. I gave him also treaters mode. We've got marker lights with wrong strike. I just moved this guy up a bit. kept him where he is. Moved these over because I want to try and pop him. But obviously I didn't want the -1 because I want to try and get as many hits in as I can anyway. Fell back here.
Yeah. Devilfish still on the objective, so yeah.
Yeah, Devilfish, and
Just-
it did trigger a spore mine, but one was rolled. Yeah. I think that is about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously I'll be dropping these down with Manta Strike, hoping to inappropriately touch his high tyrant quite hard. And yeah,
You spending any struts on
I am
those?
going to spend 3 for a drop threat acquisition.
Which does?
So basically, when they drop down, I can reroll hits with unit battles.
What's
Just
it?
hits or hits and
No, it's just hits. If it was the Farsight, if I was Farsight, that stratagem is all hits and wounds. But it's just the poor man's one.
It's the poor man's one.
Yeah.
And you dropped an investigator here?
Yeah, I've dropped some Vespid there. I don't know. Might touch his Neothroat. Is it? Or the
it'll be
good
Venom
it'll
Throat.
be the Venom Throat
the dudes,
first.
the other dudes. So,
Yeah.
but I don't think I'll do much. But they're just there to be annoying.
And then broadside's moved up.
Yeah. So yeah, I moved them up so I didn't get the -1 because I want to try and hit him as much as I can.
And Shadow Sun just staying in there and doing nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Shooting?
Yep. So obviously I want to do markers first.
Yeah.
So I'll go. Well, only one can see, so I'm just going to do the one over it.
Okay.
So on a 3, because I can't do anything about it. Just one marker, which is all I need. And then I'm going to put all 4 into Malsector.
Okay.
I'm not going to spend for it because I need that one to be something I'm sure. So just on 3s. 3 of them. I think that is it for markers. The rest is just history. Right, so yeah, shooting. Might as well do the big stuff first. So I want to go long strike into the Malsector. I did spend 1 for backup AI.
Okay.
I want to point out.
So give me -1 shooting through the dents.
Yeah, and then +1 for having a marker.
Okay.
So before you do that, what's the strength of your battle suits over there?
Strength 8. What, the actual gun?
Yeah.
Strength 8s.
Strength 8s. That's a lot of strength 8s.
3, 6,
3s.
15. It's like, there's like 25 strength 8s
Who
there.
doesn't want to survive? Malisa? Oh, I know it.
High Tyrant's more of a pain in the ass because he can actually get to places. So he'll kind of annoy you as well.
Within 12 as well.
The other thing as well, you don't get reroll wound rolls, do you?
Ones, okay.
You get reroll 1.
Because they're going to be the closest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll do monstrosity on the High Tyrant when it comes to it.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, so hitting on 3s because I've got backup AI.
Yep.
+1 and -1. So 3s with a reroll. Gets it. 2's the wound.
Just wound, yep.
Reroll. Damage.
Yep.
So it's a big 12.
The big 12, so he takes 12 wounds altogether, yeah?
Right, okay. Okay, I didn't know.
Apart from,
So
I guess,
yeah.
so 3 mortals is doing,
Yeah, and then 9
and then 9 mortals. So
at -6.
got no pains against the mortals, so he saves 1.
So 11.
So he takes 11.
Right.
On 4.
Next, I will go.
And uses a marker light.
Yeah, and then I'm going to use another marker light for the broadsides.
Into Malisa, yeah?
Yeah. I need 1.
So you advanced,
That doesn't matter. I'm in.
but it doesn't matter because you
Yeah.
Monka.
4, 8.
Oh, you're in range of turn 2 Monka though.
Yeah. No. Monkar's just moving advance.
Oh, it's the
It's the -1. Yeah, I'm not
Yes,
even worried
yeah,
about the minus. The reroll 1 to room there. It's more about just.
Wait fire.
Yeah, just wait. Just move up.
So you're going to be windmill and flies with both profiles, you might as well shoot both.
I've only got 1 profile because I didn't have points for the smart missiles.
Oh, okay.
So it's the. So I'm hitting on 3s.
Yep.
6s are auto wounds. So I will tower 1. Right, so these don't hit. And then strength 7, but you make it strength 6, I guess?
No, it's didn't do that actually.
Alright, so 5s, re-roll and 1s.
Yes.
7. What's it? 6.
So, yeah, so 6 minus 2, 2 damage.
4 pinballs. So he dies.
Nice.
I'm not going to bother spending the CP because it'll still kill him. And there's nothing within exploding range. So he dies.
It's character anyway, right? So.
That's not character.
Oh, damn you! Right, so then I'll go. Good shot. So then I'll go. Might as well do these boys here.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's important to me.
5.
Yeah. So 5's re-roll and everything.
Rerolls.
And strength 5, toughness 5.
Toughness 5.
Reroll 1. And I'm not, I'm rerolling all wounds. Because of the ethereal.
Rerolls.
So 3 extra.
Nice. No, just my no minus.
No minus. So 1 dead, 1 on 2 wounds.
And then 10d6. Let's go. 10. 10. 10. So 35, 6, and 8. 38.
Got 30 shots.
5s.
Yeah, just do the first volley and then we'll go
Yeah.
from there.
There versus.
On 5s.
Yeah.
So 3 hits so far.
Okay.
And to wound. Strength 4. Strength 4, so 5s.
5 reroll 1. F.
So 4 so far.
These are
So
minus.
5 altogether.
Yeah, minus 1s.
Minus 1, so 5 ups. So 1 dies, 1 on 3 wounds.
And second volley. Your
Shot. 5. Yeah, 5.
no ones.
Let's reroll all wounds.
We'll just roll these, mate, before you roll them. So he dies.
No, fair.
Oh no, he's taken 1 wound, didn't he?
He's only taken 1 on the.
So it fell 3.
What's the minus?
Minus 1, isn't it?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
so
so
yeah.
3, yeah, he
Yeah.
dies.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Do. Nice.
How many points is your choices unit?
That one there, about, I think it's 2, 5, 8, and that one's like 3, 4.
So 300 points, yeah?
Killed like 100.
About that.
And only just done it.
Alright. I know, I told you.
I don't know why you're going, oh, Tyranids are broken as fuck. They're not.
They're balanced. I'm just balanced. I'm saying tower now.
Compared to other codexes, they're really good, but Tyranids are in fact balanced.
Right, so these guys here, I'll go off in into.
Yeah, so obviously spending a point to do monstrosity.
Yeah, which does the.
So that's 4 up.
Yeah, so mark light, so everything's in freeze and I'm getting reroll hits. So cyclics, 3 shots each. I will overcharge. Cool.
So obviously do them individually if you're overcharging, because they blow up.
They take a wound.
They take a wound. So
Yeah.
do them individually then, because you could be taking lots of new wounds. Who knows?
Oh yeah, I mean worst case scenario. I can.
So the first one, so fails. all of them?
Sorry, no.
Oh, you got the
freeze.
marker.
Yeah,
So
hit
you
or
spend
freeze.
the marker. Hit with freeze.
So I'll have to. I'll towel reroll 1. CP the other.
But you're not
Oh, no,
re-rolling
yeah,
all
I'm
hits?
being a dickhead, mate. Yeah. Fucking douche. Right, so there were 2 ones.
So you re-roll these first, don't you? Yeah?
Yes, reroll them first.
So 2 hits, yep.
2 hits,
Yep.
1 misses.
Re-roll those. So
One.
you take a mortal.
Right, so then I will towel that. I can't reroll.
They can't re-roll.
Right, so I will. That was a reroll.
Yes.
So then I'll Yeah, I'll just take it. I'll take one, dude.
Doesn't have to be on the one with firing.
Check in sec. We'll just keep tally here.
Right,
okay.
just
Right.
roll the dice for me.
If you roll, so more hits.
Reroll. Last one, that was a 3. But rerolling.
Okay.
Right, and then roll the wound.
Forget about that one.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
It's not
So-
going to do it.
Do all-
Damage and stuff.
So 4s, I'm rerolling 1s.
4's we roll 1, yeah. How many we got?
Not many.
Transhuman work out there.
We got 5. It'll be minus.
So 4 of them bolts.
Right, okay. Yeah, so. There's 2 damage.
So failed 3, and they're 2 damage each.
Yeah.
So from the pains of catalyst. Oh. So 2, so it takes 4 down to 8.
Right. Now 5 plasma rifles. So freeze. Reroll him. Strength 8. So it's just 4s. 4s reroll him. Oh no, not reroll him. Not reroll that. That is minus 4, fat 3.
How many?
4.
4 of.
Yeah.
Rolling dice. No, that was rubbish.
9.
I'm going to have to spend to keep him alive. Yeah, because I don't want you to get grind. So spend 3 rolls.
He has
I haven't got grind.
Oh, then you just got
No, I
it.
got
Doesn't matter anyway. So I failed 2.
So 6 damage.
6 damage down to 2.
Feeling pains?
Oh yeah. There we go. I just take 3. So it goes to 5 wounds.
And 5 fusion blasters. Reroll him. 4s, reroll 1s.
Yep.
I will CP 1. I haven't tau reroll, so I'll do that.
You tell you all on the wound roll?
Yeah, hit and wound. And then I'll CP 1 more.
So 2. Let's transmute one another.
Yeah.
So 2 4-ups.
1,
So
one fail.
D6 plus 2.
Okay. How many wounds you got left?
I have 5
Oh, oh.
with catalyst. Oh,
Can't do
3.
that.
No.
3.
Takes 1. Down 4. Still more back.
That was a 300 and fail point you say. Strength, all strength 8.
But it cost me a CP and a power. Keep him alive. 2 CP and a power. Because I have to CP one of them.
Vespids will go.
Into the venoms.
Yeah,
We got 6 vespids.
pretty sure. 2 shots each. So
Yeah.
that's 1 hit.
So minus 1 to hit, so hit on 5s.
Hit on 5s.
Got dice in
Yeah,
Do you get tau rerolls from?
I don't believe I do, but I'm not 100% sure. It's a weapon check, I suppose, is it?
Yeah, could be.
It's just two, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, so don't get the towel reroll, so just wounding on strength 5.
So 4s.
It's 4s. 2 at minus 3.
2 minus 3. And 2 damage each, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to put it on one of the ones that are in cover. 2 damage each, so 4 damage each. One.
Okay.
I think that's pretty much. I've got some carbine shots I can do into the warriors.
Cool.
4s. Tower reroll. Strength 5, so 4s.
Yep.
The old closest.
So is it within? Yeah, they are within 12. So 3 at minus 1.
3 minus 1, 5 ups. 1 takes a wound, 2 wounds.
Devilfish might as well shoot all the mines.
Shoot some small mines.
8. So accelerate burst cannon. Oh, tower 1. Then their toughness 3.
3, yeah.
So 2s. 4 dead. That was 1, but I need to check this within 12.
Okay, should be.
Let's just check. Just in haste.
Really
Yep.
5 dead.
Yep. And then smart missiles. These strength 5, 6 threes.
Dead.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that all you're shooting?
I think that is it. They fell back.
Yep.
Okay. No charges.
Nope.
So let's look at what scores you get. So what cards?
Didn't score raise banners.
Didn't score raise. Haven't even
You
got.
haven't even got one of them.
I've got I didn't get assassinate.
Nope.
No, I didn't score any.
Don't score any points.
No points
Oh
there.
dear.
That,
So end of round 2. Pay's actually on 25 points because he killed 2 units. How many units have you killed this round?
1,
yeah, you killed one.
1,
2.
2.
Because of the ravenous.
Okay. So Pay's on 25 points. Pal go up to 18 points for killing 2 units. So then going into round 3. So Nids, draw some cards. Still got blood and guts.
I've got bring it down and investigate sites. So bring it down. I have to kill the thing with the most wounds, which will be him. Investigate sites. I do this action at start. Can perform this action at the end of the movement phase if I'm wholly within 6 inches of the centre of the battlefield. It's completed at the end of my turn, providing there are they're still wholly within 6 inches of the centre of the battlefield and there's no enemy units, excluding aircraft within 6. It should be okay to do.
Yep. Keeping all the cards then?
Yeah, I'm going to keep my cards because blood and guts and I only have 2 CP currently, and then I'll get one at the start of my turn.
Okay. So on your prime as well, you're holding your back objective and you hold one of no man's land.
I hold 3 in no man's land.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just hold one in no man's
Oh,
land
okay.
list.
Cool.
So you get 7 points in total again.
Sweet.
So come back and the movement for Nids. In the Tyranids movement phase, what have we done?
So, command phase. We did 3d6 cast here and on the High Tyrant that was here, which is that one over there. The High Tyrant gave reroll ones to the High Guard, or Tyrant Guard even. That one did no rerolls anywhere. So then, movement phase, he started his action, spawn ones, which ended the movement, ended up underneath here. These warriors moved over to this side of the objective and did investigate sites. Tyrant Guard moved over. High Tyrant moved over with opportunistic advance. And warriors, they advanced out. Venoms moved over to come deal with the Vespid. Warlord stayed on the objective. Death Leader dropped down. Stood on that objective. High Tyrant here has moved over to try and clear out some of this. And that is the end of my move. So end of the movement phase, like I said, the Spore Mine has dropped in. So now we'll go in the Psychic phase. So we'll start off with the High Tyrant over there. I'm spending a point so he knows all the powers on the field, which was Synaptic Channeling. So I know all the powers that are on the field. So he's going to start off with an Onslaught. So because he's advanced, he needs the Onslaught. And the Onslaught, it goes off on 11. Then you can do Synaptic Roar because I do really need that charge to go off, and a double one would fucking suck. So that also goes off.
You liking your double
I'm
sixes?
doing double sixes. Right, so that's him done. Warlord's not going to do any powers because if I smite, it's just going to make the charge bigger. So over here, we're going to do my other High Tyrant. We're going to do Catalyst on himself. So that goes off on a 7. And then we're going to do Smite onto these guys here, which goes off on a 6. Which does 3 mortal wounds. So just to let you know as well, guys, I am currently goaded to slaughter, so 6s in combat explode to hit. So that I think is the end of my psychic phase. So moving into the very small shooting phase that I have, the warriors, as much as they will be in range, might try and just shoot out pathfinders. So say that one there can't see, but the other three can. That's 24 out of these. So these ones will shoot at them, and the one that can't see will shoot into the broadsides. Okay, and start the movement for shooting phase. Small mine action. So one that's shooting into the broadsides. So 2 hit.
T5.
T5. So 5s, 4s even. So 1 minus 2.
So 4 up. Nope. Damage.
Damage 1. And then the 3 that's into the pathfinders.
Minus 1 hit.
Minus 1 to hit because I advanced anyway. So 2.
T3.
2 at minus 2.
You get saved.
6s, I think. Let me check into the sea.
If they got 4 up armor, then yeah, they'll get 6.
Yeah, I don't know. It's Fire Warriors and how many went for it?
2.
2 Pathfinders dead.
2 pathfinders picked up. Okay, so that's the end of my shooting. So I'll drop some small mines in, see how many I get. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little small mines. Never really worked before.
Following in traffic.
Yeah. Top tier.
So let me just check range. And 6 inches away from your stuff. That's that. Cool. So that's the end of my shooting. Into charges. So we've already got reroll over there. So we're going to go here. They're in on an 8. Little tickly guys. We go over there. Into here. He's in.
Yep.
And my hive tyrant into the broadsides. He's definitely
Fascinating, obviously, Cal are not allowed to Overwatch.
in. No, because I said no.
Because I said.
So if he's going to go to here, so if you're going into the broadsides, then into the hammerhead, the devilfish, they're in. So they get a nice big charge, which is what I want. Is they can go around here, like this.
Upload you serious trouble. Oh.
Try and laser chain it a little bit. That's some tactics. He goes to there. Cool.
So all your charges?
I think that's all the charges. I don't think I have any more in there. So yes.
Okay.
So you got no CP to interrupt anyway. You do over there. So
You piled in?
you're. I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
So I'm within an inch.
Okay.
So you're T5, yeah?
Yeah.
So we're gonna build 2s anyway. So. I don't need to spend Right. So 2s to hit. I will re-roll one of the black dice with my it's either lash whip or the tail, one of the 2. So we'll hit. It's whichever one that doesn't allow me to re-roll wounds. And then to wound only 2s, apart from with these, but it doesn't matter. I will re-roll one with it's either the whip or the tail that allows me to re-roll the wounds. So 1 at minus. I think it's -4, but we'll double check. So you're taking 5 mortals first of all.
Right. So 1 is down to 2.
Yep.
It's Immortals in addition,
In addition,
so they're kind of at the end.
no, because as soon as I deal a wound with that before he takes saves,
Right.
he then takes mortal wounds. So I'll just quickly check.
-4, so
-4.
One save.
So 6 up.
1 damage.
So 1 on 1 wound.
And then 5 go through -5.
Yeah, so I can't save it.
So the first one will kill him, and then that will be 3, 6, 9, 12 wounds.
Yep, so straight.
Yep. We'll then go with the Tyrant Guard. Okay, so Tyrant Guard. The white ones are going to be the Scythe and Talons. The black ones are going to be the Rending Claws. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. So winning on 5s, so T7. So 2 at -5. Oh yeah, 2 at -5, 1 at -2.
So the one -2 I can save against. So well, there's no point if I'm
Oh
going
yeah, it dies.
up. So see if it blows up. Same.
And then High Tyrant over here, the one that actually needs to do stuff. So he gets 5 attacks. He gets 1 for the relic. He gets 2 for killing stuff, and then 2 for little feats. So just a second. Okay, so the tail is the one that re-rolls either hit roll, re-roll. So hit on 3s because I'm on middle bracket. So all these are hits, and I'm going to re-roll a hit roll. And then 3s to wound with re-rolls. So these two at -4, right, and these are also at -4. So do these 2 first because they're 1 damage.
I have to do them anyway because the saves are different.
Okay, so
So I've got Iridium armor on the redhead dude.
okay, so
So
1
2 up.
damage.
Right, so
So that's a fail.
Yep.
-4.
so now I'll pop Stim Injector so I get 4 up from the pain for the rest of the phase.
Okay.
So saved it.
Saved. And then the other 1 damage.
It's -4, right?
-4.
6 up. Takes it. So 6 on no pain. Saved.
Okay, then the first of 2 damage.
Right. Minus.
-4.
So 6 up. Damage.
2 damage.
So 4 up from no pains. Damage. That's 2.
Damage 2. Yeah.
So that's that one dude dead now. So I have to take one.
No.
4 wounds each, yeah?
4 wounds each. 4 wounds. Okay.
Yeah, so that's 2 damage just gone
Alright.
through.
Next one.
Oh, doing one at a time.
Yeah, so you're only 6 up.
Yep.
So that's this.
Next one.
Now you took 2 filling pains,
Yep.
4 ups. So
Uh,
you've got 1 left on 1 wound.
left.
Yeah.
And then the next one.
Don't start making things complicated.
Oh, mate, one more.
I don't understand why I'm having to roll 1 at a time.
Because he's only got. Because only
So
one's
five
got.
fails, so
Because only one's got a 2 up save.
Right.
2
And then
filling
2
pains.
thunder pains.
Saved.
Next one.
There's only one with 2 up save now. So.
Yeah, so 2
2
filling
damage.
pains.
So he
So
dies.
you 1 actually dies, apparently.
Right.
Yeah. And then 1 more.
So that will go straight through.
You
Well,
got drone?
I can take on the drone.
Take on the road.
Yeah. So him dead. Drone dead.
You made it very, very complicated.
He did make it.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, so you fight back. Okay, so once again, I'm forgetting my own fucking rules. Going into slaughter. So we look back at the footage. I've got 2 of the small feet getting 6s and 1 of the black,
Which is additional attacks or hits?
which is an additional hit.
Okay.
So to wound. So 1. And a black one. Another one.
Then -4 to go straight through.
So yeah. So 1 takes 1 damage. 1 takes 2.
So
One's on 1 wound.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we'll do tower attacks back. The tower hitting back here.
Hit on 5s.
Wounded on 5s.
Strength 5, so yeah.
Nothing.
Yep.
Okay, then over on the Vespid.
Yeah.
So first things first, you take a mortal wound
Nice.
and you strike last. But don't worry.
One step.
2's the wound. So it's 6 at -2.
Then no save.
Unit dead. And
Okay, so end of the fight phase, High Tyrant used Overrun. So that's me down on 0 CP. So he moved all the way back behind the Tyrant Guard, and he was within 3 of those. So that's that. Here, morale, if
No,
anything.
not if I've lost one.
Was one.
I'll
Cool.
check.
And then I think that's everything. So end of my turn then.
Yep.
Score an investigate site
Yep. Through the middle.
and blood and guts from earlier.
For 10 points.
And I'll be discarding. Bring it down.
Okay. And then you kill 3 units as well.
I kill 3 units.
Yep. So you got up to 45 points.
Nice.
Jumped it.
Huge.
So going into
You should 8.
Tau,
Turn
turn
3.
3. So you still got all your 3 cards.
Yep.
So you still got Banner, Assassinate, and Battle Lines.
I can definitely
So we don't need to draw any. Well, you can spend CP.
I ain't got some base, so I can have to do
Well, you gain 1. So
get rid of banners.
okay. Draw another one.
Right, so that work. Or teleport then.
Even worse. Do an action and pays the prototype.
Yeah.
If only you had the Vesper to drop down.
Well, yeah.
So we'll come back. Oh, do you score 3 points because you still hold your home objective? Okay.
Yep.
So that takes us up to 21. So we'll come back in Tau, turn 3. Tau, turn 3. And movement. What have we done?
So again, I've just basically just popped the rerolls from Shadow Sun and Ethereal onto these guys. Shadow Sun is moved over here. I might be able to kill, well not kill, but at least wound the Death Reaper. Death Reaper.
Definitely.
He's just moved and bounced over here because my last turn of Monka. Just try and thin the middle off a bit. Depending on how well I do over here, would be like long strikes targets really. A few of these I've just pulled up just to try and get a few off here. I couldn't reach all of them, but there's a couple you can see. And then I'll just use these to marker here.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that's about it.
So shooting.
Well, markers.
Okay.
End of movement. So I'll just mark at the guard. 5 guard. 2 guard. So only 1. No, I didn't get any. So no. So that's 3 1s and 2. Not 4 rolls. Not good.
The fish are a bit salty.
Not too bad. Alright, so
Saltwater fish. There you go.
yeah. So we'll go
All the suits into the guard.
let's go.
He's all to fuck here.
It's all gone a little bit peaked on. Right. So
4's rerolling.
yeah. We'll get these out.
You're like a fucking fish out of water.
Mate, I am a fish out of water. We're not playing on watery terrain. Don't like it. Right. Those are successful hits. Right, now these are the rerolls. Right.
Okay.
So strength 5.
Yep.
And toughness 6. So 5.
So I need 5s. Rerolling all wound rolls because of the long card from the Ethereal.
So 10 saves.
At minus.
No minus.
No minus.
No minus. No minus, but no cover either.
Oh, no cover.
No.
No minus.
No minus and no cover. Because you're supposed to touch your cover.
2 ups. L2.
Nice. Just 1 damage. Air burst, so 10d6.
Oh dear.
Mate, I told you, these dice, don't buy them, mate. Don't buy 'em. 6. 8.
These are actually Vanguard Tactics dice, these on those. Bugle Battle ones roll them easily.
Right, so that's literally 22 shots.
Sorry, Jake.
Pathetic.
Sorry, not sorry.
I wish you. Alright, hitting on 4s. Reroll everything. And then it's strength 4 now, so I'm wheeling on.
We're on 5s again.
Nice. Reroll.
Not great.
So I've got rerolls, mate. Don't need to curse it straight away. Jesus. What, 10?
10 saves.
-1, no cover.
10 saves, -1, no cover. Yep.
Oh,
So 5 fail. Damage?
20.
So 1 dies, 1 on 1 wound.
I'm going to say 6 concede warriors.
Yep.
So,
And then the rest of them into the spawn lines, I'm assuming?
yeah. Pretty sure there's nothing double happening.
these 4 ones are all.
Yeah, it's spawn lines, you'll be lots of double tappings.
And there's 4 more double tapping as well. Because 18 is double tap. So these will be on the warriors.
Yep.
And then I've got 8 on the spawn lines. Fours, so with 1 tower reroll. And then T
Fourth again.
nice. 3 at -1.
3 -1, so 5 ups. 1 takes a wound, 1 dies.
Explore my monarchy. Threes.
Reroll ones.
Rerolling ones. 2 saves.
Two
Or
dead.
2 dead. Devilfish will go everything into.
Into Death Leaper?
Yep. 6, 7, 8, -1 hit, so hit on 5s.
Yep.
So Force Cannon. Tower reroll. 1 hit. Strength 6, so 4.
Pretty sure she took this 4.
Please
No,
read.
T5.
1 wound.
-1. You are in cover.
Just 1.
Just 1.
4 up. Safe.
Nice. And then the Swansels.
5s.
Yep. It's 2 hit. Strength 5s.
4s.
4s. Still now. Shooting in here.
Yep.
Okay, so everyone's suits into high Tyranids. So what are we starting with?
I need to hit all 4s. I'm overcharging, so 1s are going to be wounds.
Okay.
So we'll save the last one for the wounded one, which will kill it. So obviously that one's dead.
Yep.
So
Take out your fails.
yep. And strength 8.
So freeze.
Freeze. Rerolling once. So 6 at -4.
6 rolls.
2 damage.
Take 6 filling of pains.
So no pennies. Save 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to 2 wounds.
Plasma rifles.
Overcharging.
No, they don't overcharge.
Okay.
It's 3 hits. Strength 8, so freeze. Rerolling ones.
Three
-4.
wind rolls.
It's a flat 3.
Failed 2, so 6 again.
Jesus, where?
Fucking just.
Do I explode?
For the fusion blasters have to come in there.
Okay.
Finally did get assassinated, which is nice. Finally. Shadow Summon put everything into the death leap. I'm pretty sure I measured 12, but I'm
Yep.
just gonna check.
You did
Should
so.
be with 12.
I should be, yeah. But this is me now.
Yep.
We're cracking here. Cracking under pressure.
No, I'm cracking.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We're cracking
No, I'm cracking.
under pressure.
I'm cracking.
Right, so 2 fusion blasters,
Nice one hit.
3s. Yeah, so both hit.
Yep.
So-
3s.
Don't think I'm. Nope. I'll tell you all that one. So 2 at -4.
Off and drops.
Save 1.
D6 plus 2. I'll roll again. So it's fine. It was less anyway, so.
Was
That's,
it D6 plus 2, yeah?
Yeah, so
4 damage.
4 damage.
Chance 2.
Pods. They fit. So 7.
3s.
-2. -1.
Nope.
2 damage each.
Don't leave the dice.
The flesh launch is wasted. So I'll just do
Strong strike then.
pretty much. They still got to look out where their point is.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll just tap them.
One wound.
No, I'll tap one of these dudes in the den still and do that. Let's go for warrior. Let's try and kill warrior. So I'm hitting on 4s. Nope, with a reroll. Hit 2s.
One warrior.
Mate, that's the laser it is. Pretty sure it's also smart. Plus 1 the wound, so no, I'm not getting plus 1 wound. It's just 3s. No, toughness
5.
4 wounds. 3 saves.
3.
Yeah.
Minus.
-1.
5 ups.
And I'm on 2.
No, yeah. So
You know how I managed to roll good.
that's pretty good.
Is that it?
I think that's me done, to be honest.
Okay. Any charges?
Can't say they are.
No?
I might charge mate boy. Yeah, because there's no part on it. Yeah, watch this.
Sick.
She's in. That's what she said. Touching. Bad touch. Right.
See what she does.
Not a lot. I think it's like 4 attacks.
Okay, Shadow Sun. Can she kill a warrior on 2 wounds?
Hit on 3s.
Whoa.
She'll hit all.
T5. So 4
Force.
1 wound.
Does Monko work in
No,
combat?
no. I wish it did.
AP?
It's not.
Safe.
Nice.
Drones?
Nate, go for drones.
Can Jones do it?
Yeah, 1 attack each. They've got the same profile, so I'm going to do them together. 5s. 1 hit. Strength 3, so only 5s.
Wounds.
Or mate, it's the drone.
That's a wound.
Takes a win.
That one.
That is.
My attack back?
Yeah.
Yeah. -1 hit. T5.
2.
Minus
-1. I didn't charge.
Let's take it on wall save.
So you can Shadow Sun, yeah?
Yeah. -1, yeah?
-1.
Oh, I'll take on drone. 4 ups. Dead. Next one.
No, it's just 1.
I'll do that.
Just 1 minute.
Oh, okay. So we'll take on drone. Don't go.
Okay.
Go. What do you score?
I do get assassinate and extended battle line.
You know about this one. Are you going to discard the teleport homers that you done?
I am indeed.
I thought you would.
No, I am indeed.
So how many units did you kill that turn?
1,
Two.
2.
Just 2 units, yeah? So you get 10 on the cards, 2 on the scoring, which takes you up to 33 points, end of round 3 to Nid's 45. 12 points in it, but the tables you can convey barefoot out. So going into Nid's turn 4, you'll draw 3 cards.
Yep. So score no man's land. So at the end of my turn, if I control 2 or more objective markers in no man's land,
Which you already do.
which I already do, this is only one unit.
Controls one,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. No, he's on the back one as well.
Oh yeah.
Or warrior just inside.
Behind enemy lines. Okay. And capture enemy outpost. Okay, so now I know what happens.
So, first question is, are you spending CP to discard any? Keeping them?
Yeah.
Okay, so on your primary, again, you're holding your objective and one in no man's land.
Yep.
So you have 7 points on the primary.
Indeed.
So come back with end of movement for Nits.
Okay, so command phase. On Neurothrope, he did 3d6 cast himself because nothing else was in range. My High Tyrant gave my warriors reroll ones to hit. My Biovores moved over to hold that objective. My warriors, they moved out. They've got a 9-inch charge against the Pathfinders. Tyrant Guard moved up. My warrior here, because I got Relentless Ferocity, I fell back from combat to here. So he's advanced out. These guys have advanced over. So now he's within 12 of these, which is in 12 of him, which is in 12 of him, so I can do powers. So that's the end of my move. Into my psychic phase. First things first, we're going to do opportunistic, not opportunistic advance. My High Tyrant has done opportunistic advance to move over. So that's my point spent for this turn. First power, onslaught. So it goes off on a big one. That goes off. He will then do Catalyst on the High Tyrant. So that also goes off on a big. High Tyrant is then going to do Synaptic Law onto this dude. So it casts, no, why am I rolling 3? So it casts. He's then going to do the horror on these dudes because they've already lost 5 dudes from Spore Mines moving over earlier. So that also casts. So that means they're going to be -7 to their leadership on the morale phase and -2 it will come to for the attrition phase. Also, Spore Mines that here moved over and killed Longstrike, and that. Oh, I will be chucking Spore Mines down for the Spore Assist, 6 inches away from Shadow Sun essentially on that objective, just to be in. No, fuck it, I'm gonna put a big one down because big ones are cool. So 6 inches, small one 6. There we go. So we've got a big Spore Mine. Woo! So that is the end of my psychic phase. So into the shooting phase, I don't have a lot of shooting. Which is just going to be however many warriors can see lapsups. So I'm using 2, but they will be shooting next.
Advanced anyway, yeah? Or
They
not?
didn't advance.
Okay.
So 2 warriors shooting at Balsups, 4s. On this. T5 4s. 2 at -2.
Yeah, I'll take one maybe.
You got 1 wounded.
Oh yeah, so I have to take one on. So -2.
-2.
So 5 ups.
Saved. Saved.
Cool.
Oh,
Two.
Then my Spore Assist is in range to shoot Shadow Sun. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So -1.
So 6s. 2 hit.
T5.
2 5s to 4s. 1 save at -2. So 4 up.
Saved.
Hot step. Cool. So that is the end of my shooting. Now we're going to charges. So first things first, let's go in with bigger. So High Tyrant to Ethereal.
Yep.
So 7, he'll be in.
Yep.
Even with the reroll. I reckon. So he's there. We'll then go Tyrant Guard into the Balsups.
They're in.
And then finally put the warriors into the pathfinders.
What do we need on that?
I needed a 9 on the power measure, which is a fail. I don't have any CP to reroll, but it's fine. They can charge next turn. So, that is the end of the charge phase.
Yeah.
So, we'll just do the high current first.
Has Infernal got invuln save?
No.
Do you just want to pick her up?
Yeah. Yeah, she does.
He is trying.
And then
Just consolidate 3 to there for a minute. So
And then the warrior will recharge Shadow Sun as well, which I think is fail. Oh, Shadow Sun's unit should be in.
Yeah.
5. Yeah. So there. We'll just do the warrior then.
Yep.
Get him out of the way. So you've got 3 attacks, 1 silent talons, 2 silent talons. Nice one. So hit the 4s. 2 hit.
T5.
And 2 wounds at -2 this time. 4 ups. Failed.
Damage.
Damage 1 each. So 1 on the drone, 1 on her.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
They both got
But
4
no, I've had to take it, so I had to do it on it. So I've done it on 2 up save.
Oh, okay.
So 5.
And then let's do. Take boys. 1, 2. 1 zone turn, 2 zone turns. So blacks are the rending claws, whites are the silent talons. Oh, I think I get +1 to hit because I'm within range of the high time. So I'll quick look down the route. I've got to be within 3 inches of a friendly high time build.
Nada.
Yeah, it's a nada. Right. Strength 5 T5. Yep. So we've got 2 at -5, 1 at -4. No, -2. 1 wound each. So 1 will kill the 1-on-1 wound.
So what's the minus? So going together, mate.
-3.
So I can
No,
say against
-2. -2. Sorry. -2.
5 up.
Nice, 5 up.
Nope. So he dies.
Yep.
And then the 2 at -5, 1 damage each.
I can't take it either way, so I'll take 1 already. Oh no, I'm sorry. 2, yeah. So,
Your fight's back everywhere.
so 4. Yeah. So 10 and 4 fights. And then 5 T6. So 5. 1 save. No, yeah.
Lost it.
Show some.
4 attacks. In freeze. Strength 5.
That's 5.
So 4s. 2 saves.
Raw.
Ooh. Be a dead warrior.
Yeah.
1 dead warrior. Worth a go. Okay. So.
All of it for that turn?
That's all the combat. So
Leaderships.
They're pretty much
So
done.
they need a 1.
Yeah.
Which
Nice.
failed.
1 runs.
So 1 dies. And then 4.
2, 1 and 2.
No, 1, 2s and 3s.
Nice.
Because you got +1 because of the horror. So 3 dead.
1 left.
1 left.
That's all I need, baby.
Okay. So what are you scoring end of your turn?
So I score secure no man's land.
Yep.
Got that one over there. I score behind enemy lines because I've got 2 in your deployment zone. And I score capturing the outpost because I'm holding your objective.
Okay. And how many units have you killed?
I killed 1.
Yeah. Oh, you
2.
Yeah, you killed 2.
Killed 2.
Long strike and
And they
Difficult,
failed.
yeah. Okay. So that gives you 17 points on top of 7 on primary for 24 points. Takes up to 69 points.
That's what we like.
So go into Tau. Should we see what cards you draw and go from there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you're in trouble, yeah?
I think we're in trouble, mate. No prisoners.
Kill 30 wounds.
Aerial denial.
I don't know if a spawn one would affect that or not. And
No. Behind enemy lines. I've lost advance. I've lost advance now.
so you're on your primary.
Yep.
You're only holding the objective with no rounds.
And that one.
Yeah, that's where you
Oh,
only.
yeah.
So you're only going to get 4 points.
Yeah.
On your primary. Plus maybe 2 cards, some kills. It still only take you up to about 50 points.
Yeah.
So 20 behind.
Yeah. I think it's done.
Yeah.
I think we should call it there. Because
Yeah, I think we are done.
obviously these guys, all they can do is shoot guard in combat.
Yeah.
Or fall back and do nothing.
Yeah.
Or send a high tyrant.
Is do your action, essentially.
Yeah.
And I mean, move around to here. So you're still on that objective. Put some shots into my neuro throat.
But if you're into like Paddy's next turn,
Yes.
he's holding your objective, a no man's land, and his.
Yeah.
So that's going to score 12 points
Not to
on top of more
not
cards.
to mention on what I get on cards.
Yeah.
So I think
Pretty,
I think you're too far behind to
Yeah, I think
catch
so.
up
Yeah,
with
no,
not enough units.
So cards would be tempting target, so you'd probably choose this one. Storm hostile objective. So
Take
that
objective that he did control,
one, and defend stronghold.
which is just certain objective.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
it's not going to be hard.
Okay, so that's it then.
Think-
So it's a
think
bit
it's it.
cheaper and it's.
Game, buddy. Good game.
I'm not out first round this time. Woo!
So we'll come back in a minute with the end game chat. So that's it. And it's run rampage.
Yeah, bye.
Thoughts? First thoughts?
I fucked turn 2, basically. Let's be frank. Well, that obviously I was probably going downhill anyway, but that definitely didn't help.
I completely forgot that essentially you then get to pick the deployment zones after the terrain is picked. So it was like, cool. So I kind of made my area perfect for me, and Toby took it off me.
Yeah, I knew he was like deploying well for himself. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
I couldn't let him have it because I couldn't really shoot him until he's in my face. So
Yeah, exactly.
so I had to be a dick. So,
So I got mine back.
I think it's safe to say the spawn mines did a lot of
Yeah.
work here.
I spawned 400 points worth of spawn mines this game.
yeah, they kept me out of objectives, and they really.
400 points worth of spawn mines, which is hilarious because they are traffic cones. They stop you
Yeah.
from getting in certain areas.
Yeah.
You're scared of them. You're like, I could pop like 1 or 2, and when you do, pop
I
one
don't
or
mind
2,
running
it's
through like
okay.
2, but when there's like 6, I'm like,
Yeah, and then being able to, like for me, being able to move up and just blow them up essentially is ideal.
Obviously, they stopped Monka quite a lot.
Yeah.
After rerolls
Yes.
as well.
Yeah, they did. Because obviously they were closest models and stuff.
Yeah.
Card wise, I mean, I don't think I got. No, my first turn cards were jank.
Yeah. I had a good turn 2. It
You
was
had.
just not a good turn 2, like tactically.
I think you messed up when you kept
Yeah.
grinding them down
Yeah.
and then keeping all your free cards in at one time. And then
Yeah.
you did this one.
For me, just trying to think if I made a mistake. Don't really think I did.
Not like that.
I think I was quite lucky with Malasanta though, because I generally thought what you were going to do in your turn 1 would just been. Oh no, I went first. Nice. So like, I thought you were going to like move down here,
Yeah.
and then fuck him up. And then got him gone, because then that would have kind of opened up this flank quite a bit. Because I wouldn't have moved my warriors over here. I would have essentially kept that as like that's going to
Yeah.
be fucked that side, and then I was going to put everything into there.
I was very scared of what was getting dropped around here though, so
Yeah, I mean, like
that's
definitely
it.
for
I
being.
don't want to thin too much.
Yeah, it would have been I think you would have lost 7 points if I had put Death Leaper on essentially that objective plus a command point.
Yeah. I'm rolling 1s on turn 4, 3. Yeah, turn 3. I couldn't get any invocations off.
Yeah,
I only needed 2 up.
you didn't really need like the
CP's out, though.
the CP's out. You didn't really need the feel no pains because
No, yeah.
I didn't touch the battle suits until later game.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really need to, because you were just essentially shooting chaff units that I wanted you to shoot.
Yeah.
The airburst launchers, whatever they are, on the last squad.
Oh, the burst.
They need to be changed because they're shit. They are shit. Let's face it. The other thing as well is going into the marine batter, like that unit, I don't think would be very good. Yeah, they got a high volume of shots.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to shoot them into Terminators, it's like.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
I mean, look, you saw what happened with like two Palmer save, like Tyrant Guard. Like you literally did nothing.
It's for those Xenos that are still around.
They did nothing against Xenos.
Yeah. No, but
yeah, you know what I mean. It's like I would personally have like high volume of shots as one of your weapons, and then maybe take like high AP, like give them plasmas or like give them a melter each or something. You know.
Is it safe to say as well your stealth suits? Once you find up turn 1?
So yeah, losing the home beacon turn 1 was obviously bad, so I would have wanted to deep strike turn 1 there.
Yeah.
But
no, that's one of the reasons why they died first.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I probably wouldn't have put them on that objective.
Right.
I would have put them in terrain that was behind them, so the big L shape with no windows.
Yeah.
That's where I would have put them.
Yeah.
Still can't move them, yeah?
Yeah, you can still move them and then
turn.
drop them in. So you
But
can just move advanced and then drop them in.
I think that's the thing. A lot of people do. They start on objectives when you don't need to start on
You
objectives.
didn't need to start.
And like screening out turn 1 back here 6 inches.
Yeah.
Definitely can't come in turn 1.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
So you're like 2 tons yet to
Yeah.
sort your movements out and stuff.
So, but yeah, that's the sort of stuff that I would have done differently. But I mean, you played a good game. I enjoyed it.
Up till turn 3.
So yeah, up till turn 3 where I just munch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spore Mines. Spore Mines are new meta.
Yeah.
Spore Mines are awesome. So I'm still sat on the fence about Tempest. But I like it, but it's not Maelstrom.
Yeah.
It's not Maelstrom. It feels more like open war than it does.
I mean, the thing is, like, I know your list is how it was anyway, but I always my list is so tailored to what I choose anyway.
Yeah.
So off the fly is a little bit shocking for me.
Yeah.
But
so, I mean, it's the.
So I think both of your armies are set up for Grand Tournament packs.
Yeah. I mean, like I've always liked to adapt my game and my play style, like off the cusp sort of thing. I've always been very good at doing that. And first say turn 1, turn 2, I'm super aggressive. Then like on a flip of a coin, I can just go right, okay, super defensive mode now, and then play the objective game super defensive.
Yeah.
And not have to worry about doing X, Y, and Z. Because the other thing as well against Tyranids, what people tend to take is a lot of killy type, because Tyranids are still relatively easy to kill. You put the right shots into the right units. Because there's not a great deal of invols kicking about other than on High Tyrants and Maliceptor. So like, yeah, fair enough, you could take a squad of Zone Throats, but then, as I keep saying, pay the extra 20 points and just take another Maliceptor. So like, they're still relatively easy to kill. High Tyrants still got 3 up armor. You know, if you chucked like all of the burst cannons into them, that burst cannon unit, you probably could have dropped a High Tyrant, maybe,
yeah.
with reroll hits and wounds.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't even need to put like the high damage shots into it. You could have saved that for somewhere else.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, it's like, okay, you've taken, say, Bring It Down. You've taken Assassinate, because I've got what, 4 characters. Yeah, 4 characters. Or even for me, Abhor the Witch again. You know, so like, or even though prisoners. You know, so you've got a lot of killing secondaries out there, and then you can just go, okay, well, I've got Rod because I've got units that can drop in, I've got units that can move fast, yada yada yada. But for me, it's like, cool. So you've killed like 1 or 2 units, and you think, yeah, I'm now on a roll, and then all of a sudden, it's like, well, why isn't he charging me? Why isn't he shooting me? He's literally just like playing cat and mouse on objectives.
Yeah.
Like just trading me like that 1 unit a turn. That's what I do with my Tyranids. Is I'm quite capable of just feed them a unit. It's like the game me and you played back along, Tyranids versus Orcs. Like you completely picked up a ton of stuff in your turn 1, and then my turn 1, I was like, cool. defensive it is then. So I just traded like a unit a turn, and then that's essentially how I won that game.
Plus, the like fact your fucking water rings. Getting that bet.
I'm not forgetting that bit. Manusceptor was broken as shit.
Yes.
But that was the unit I decided to throw up and trade with you. The fact you couldn't kill it isn't my problem. So yeah, I mean, it was a good game, and I enjoy doing like randomness of missions, but it's not quite my expectations. I'm still expecting like Maelstrom. Maelstrom's awesome. So yeah, all in all, fun game.
Yeah, it was right.
So, obviously, you're out.
Yeah,
Obviously. You're going to go on to face either Luke and the Grey
Either
Knights,
Luke and Grey
or
Knights,
turn around,
or George.
turn around, or you'll face my best mate, Paddy,
Yeah.
aka George.
Yes. So
That'll be interesting. See who makes it through that game.
yeah, I mean, like I'm never confident against Luke, but I'm ruined it now. His dice are going to be obscenely good, but like every single game that we play, his dice just let him down every single game. He plays well, you know, he's got the right idea, but then it goes to shit because he can't roll. Then with George, I do think I got the upper hand against George, I reckon, because his codex has been nerfed into the dirt, and I was just picking up mortal wounds. I'm generally not scared of it at all. So George, you heard me, I ain't scared of you. Bring it. I got a nice big bad codex. Remember when you had that codex? Remember? And it was still a struggle for you to win with my like start of 8th edition codex? Yeah. Now I got a big bad codex, George. You go down, motherfucker. Cool. Yeah, that's me.
So, make sure you tune in for the following week's games and find out who's going to win that game to make face one of these pair. Oh, Paddy.
Yeah, it won't be.
Put me in again.
I think that's about it. Anything else you want to add before we sign off?
No, do the like, subscribe, and all the rest of it.
Yeah, so if you like what we do, go like, share, comment on all the videos, check out our social medias. He's on social medias, Kano Khan. He does the fucking paid, so don't bother.
I see what's on there and comment on stuff. Yeah.
But that's it for this week. So make sure you come back next Friday and check out the next game to see who's going to become champion. So until next time.
Cheers a lot.
Cheers a lot.